so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome to you here. I'm so happy to have you. And anyway, sorry, that was my phone. It happened to go off. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my crazy dream. I already pre-recorded this so I don't forget when I just woke up. And so if you have not realized, I will be going live with a very special guest today. We're going to be talking about synchronicities and angel numbers about at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time today. So stay tuned. When I am recording this video, it is being live streamed on June 23rd, 2021 at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, just check the description below. You have all the information there you need. And here are some quick disclaimers so I do not get in trouble by the government. All right, now we finished our disclaimers. Do not forget to hit the subscribe bell icon and like this video. And let's begin. I got some photos because I realized that me explaining the dream may be a little confusing. So I got some videos to show you. Pictures, so that when I'm talking, hopefully make a little bit more sense. Anyway, let's jump into this. It's going to be good for you guys. It's really crazy though. I talked about Kyrsten Sinema and how she's involved in the UFO and the creation along with some other things. But I explained the plot from when I first opened up the dream until when I ended it, which was Kyrsten Sinema. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Today I'm gonna quickly jump right into this. I had a recent dream. I literally just woke up like about 5 minutes ago. So I wanted to do this before I forget it. And it's all about Kyrsten Sinema and UFOs and how they're created. And also my guide or someone passed away in the dream who I don't even know, but told me, gave me like a box and of informative spiritual stuff. So I'll talk about all of that. Very interesting. I highly recommend you stay for the video. Please do. It's very interesting. It's kind of cool. When I went into this dream, I'm gonna start from the beginning so you guys get the idea and the plot. In the beginning of the dream, I was told that this was going to be a movie. So I was watching a movie. I sat down and I went into the movie, basically. But I don't know what movie this is. I don't even know if this movie even exists, at least in our reality. But we went into a movie, and all I remember was going to a church. Now, I don't go to a church, but the church wasn't like any other church. It was kind of like a spiritual church. It had cobblestone on the outside with some vines, and it was just kind of old timey, but it was new, if you know what I mean. Inside it kind of like wood, like mahogany wood. When you stepped on it, kind of creaks. That kind of place, if you know what I mean. And so there was that. Then we meet this really nice young lady. She was a lot old, if you know what I mean. So she was old, and we met her, and I said hi and stuff, stuff like that, normal interaction. And then she passes away, right? And now I'm stuck there because I think I was leaving from Italy or something. My dream, I don't know. Because all my dreams are connected somehow. And I know that for sure because they seem to follow the plot. But anyway, I was leaving and she passed away. And so she left me some belongings in a box or something, and some of those belongings aren't from her. A lot of them were from other people put in so that they could track me, follow me, or stuff like that. But what I ended up hearing from my guys was they were like, "Oh, come to the funeral, you should say something, do the eulogy and stuff like that." And I was there with 2 other people. I think it was my sister, and my sister in the dream, not my real sister, or stuff like that. And I was talking to somebody else who was also someone who was close to me, but I didn't know who they were. And so I told them, listen, we gotta go. My guys are telling me inside my head that it's not safe to be here and we shouldn't be here to begin with. And it was also her. It was her who told me. So the woman who died went into my head in the dream, my dream body, but went into that head and told me, take out this, this, and that. This is what I left for you, but leave the rest behind because they're not supposed to take it. So she left me like this like bracelet. It was like blue. It was like almost like lapterite. No, it was lapterite. It was kind of like a this color blue right here, like that color, not the sky blue, more like this one right here. So it was kind of like something like that, and it was like in a bracelet, and it was like different dark colors, white, but it was like some sort of crystal. And she was very spiritual, so she didn't believe in the church thing or anything with that. But her husband was a pastor, and so they did, the Christian thing and stuff like that. But she didn't believe in any of that, and she told me to take that and some other things as well. I think it was a wash and something. I think that was it. But anyway, later on, we went to I didn't go on the funeral, but I saw the funeral from like the third eye perspective. They buried her right in the front of the church. And all I remember is like inside the church, right? It's kind of like a castle. They have the inside, you walk in the inside, and there's like a whole seating area. Plus, it's like a gift shop or something. I don't know why a gift shop was in there. But then you go to the top, and the second floor was like, when you're walking around outside, and they have like almost like this balcony. The balcony's on the inside of the building, and you can look in. But then there's another room on the inside, but it's smaller because, let me show you. Let's see if I can draw a picture. Right here. I can't do that one. Let me see. The room, and then you can okay, so let's see. I'm trying to draw it, but obviously I can't draw it correctly. So I made sure I got a photo. There you go. I draw me in now so you can see it. So kind of like this, right? If you look at this, right? So this is the outside. This is what you see. It kind of looks something like this. You're walking and you go into the next one. But behind where I am is another room. So it's kind of like a separation, kind of the same way, like, you probably know what I'm talking about, like a church does it, like probably not church, but like, if you were to go to like a cruise ship, they have the outskirts, but then the building on the inside, you can walk around almost like a boardwalk, that kind of thing. They had that on the outside. I remember just looking and seeing her tombstone right on the floor on the grass, and it was really weird and stuff like that. And I ended up leaving, and I don't know where we went, but I think we were in like San Francisco or Silicon Valley. We were, and so we went to Silicon Valley. I just drove 555, so that must be really significant. And so we left. We left, of course. And so we went all the way to Silicon Valley, but I didn't know where we were because, like when you open up a scene, and then all of a sudden you're like in a new place, but you don't know exactly where you are because you didn't see this travel there. It was like that. So all I remember waking up is like, I didn't know who I was. I really didn't know who I was, whether I was male or female, was I the father, was I the son, who didn't even know at the point, right? And so it was like really weird because this person I was with was really rich. They had a nice modern home, which is actually the type of home that I would have liked, But anyway, besides the point, we were there, and I guess he was somebody who had a lot of information that the government wanted, or things that he knew that the government wanted to keep hidden. And so all I remember going to, there was this big grand party there. But before we went to the party, we were at his house, and it was destroyed, it was mutilated in some form. And it must have been it must have took place by the time I was in the church, because it was mutilated, it was destroyed, and everything else. And so we were there, right? And the reason why I was destroyed because they were looking for everything. Like when the government says, "Oh, I'm looking. I have a warrant. I'm gonna go look inside your house just to kind of see if you have anything." Well, no, they actually took, the construction worker machine and knocked the building down, ripped wires, left wires everywhere. You didn't know where you were walking, if it was safe. It was a big house. It was like like one of those big mansion houses for rich people. And so I looked at him and I understood what was going on. And then someone tried to come after us because I think I was a kid, but I'm not sure. Maybe I've been an older brother and I had like a younger brother and a sister. I don't know if maybe these were going to be my kids when I grow up. Who even knows? I don't really know. But Little did I know that all of a sudden something happened, and I have this little boy next to me. And so I was like, let me save the little boy. And I ended up saving him. We ended up going in the pool because we were jumping and we were fine. Everybody else was fine, I think. I don't know about the father though. But anyway, yeah, everything was okay. He was okay. I was okay. Obviously. Sorry, I just woke up. My humor's off. But anyway, besides the point, we were there and we went in the pool and stuff. They destroyed everything, right? And now I go to the end of the video, or the end of, it's not a video, it's the end of my dream. And it starts to make a lot more sense now. The thing is that my guys were telling me to get protection for me and you guys. Because when I'm about to reveal information, you guys want to make sure you're protected. And it's nothing bad, it's nothing wrong. But anyway.
Just make sure you have your quick
nearby. But anyway, I found out exactly why it happened the way it did. What ended up happening, there was a party. It was almost like a funeral home party, I think it was. And so everyone was there. Everyone was at the house, the same exact house that was destroyed and mutilated for some reason and was rebuilt. And so, or it must have been a new house, kind of very similar to it. But anyway, we were there. And all I remember was this woman coming up to me, and with Kyrsten Sinema, Senator Sinema. Whatever. I know she has some plan with this. She did something to this. And so I'm not going to try to incriminate myself here because it's just a dream, but I'm not trying to make sure the government can use it against me. So I will say, for the same purpose only, someone drugged her and sat her down like a table far away with another group of weirdos and sat her there so she didn't look a little sus. And she turned into a man, like a man. No, I assume that maybe she was a shapeshifter potentially, or even the fact that she was being drugged or is very disillusioned to what's really going on currently in our reality. So there could mean many things. I'll leave that at what you think it is and what you guys think. You'll put in the comment section below. But right before the destruction in Kyrsten Sinema, I forgot to add this in. Of course, I forgot to add it in. Basically, how UFO work, based on what I have seen, is that there are like these little tripods. You ever seen like one of those kid toys with like the little fairy, and you pull the string and she flies up and spins? Well, they have this whole platform, right? On the bottom of each helicopter, these helicopters were either magnetic or they had arms, right? It was really weird. Now, arms, not like physical arms, not like Transformers, but like arms that clamped onto things and carries it like that. And so for some of them, they were like this big platform, right? And it's like a U, but it's like a cup. But on the inside of the cup it was hollow, but it was like a bowl but flipped over with like holes and hollow things in it. Let me show you. Let's see. Hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. All right. I feel it. All right, so I'm going to jump in very quickly. So what we have here is basically what I was trying to explain through this bowl, right? So it kind of looks something like this, similar. So if you look from the top of like the UFO, and this is the design, I found something very similar to what I'm talking about here, right? So on the top, you see this little right where Bob is, that little pointer. That will go inside the helicopter. But you know where the horizon, then the piece that goes around, and then it goes inward? That piece is missing. Just imagine the top, right? That's all you need. And it will be in some sort of design or metal, something quite like this type of texture, this type of design. And so the reason why this is so significant is because when you have holes in a product or something and you spin at high velocity, it creates a structure. You ever seen light? And they create those holograms. The reason why holograms are be able to be created is because when something moves and atoms or particles move at such high pace, they become solid, even though they're not solid. The same way humans are. We are so energetically fast that when things move in our reality, that we become a solid thing, right? That's 3D. That's what 3D is. kind of the same thing that I'm talking here, that the UFOs are an illusion, not an actual UFO. So I'm going to continue, but I hope that makes a little bit more sense. It was quite interesting. I couldn't find the actual product. I didn't know the actual name of it, so I couldn't use it. So I tried to come up with something that very similar to what I was referring to. Michelangelo trying to like figure this thing out. Okay. It was like this. I'm very bad drive, but imagine all these little squares are holes, and the little thing that's not hold are the actual bowl, but it was flipped upside down on each platform. So probably about 7 or 17. I don't know. There's something between those numbers, and so they would come down and they clip it on either the like the arm of a helicopter. They'd land to help them land perfectly, or they come out and they grab it, and then they start spinning. It's so fast, so fast that it creates a brand new figure, what becomes a UFO. So it becomes an illusion of a UFO. So because it starts spinning, because of these holes in here, it allows for an illusion to be created. The creation of the UFO, right? It's just an illusion. And so that is what I got for this. Also, on the bottom of a helicopter was magnetic. And this magnet will pick this up and it'll start spinning the same thing again, creating an illusion of a UFO hiding the helicopter. So that's what I got. Maybe they were doing something, they was trying to hide it, so they decided that it was a good idea. That if they're going to get attention, they might as well hide what they're trying to get attention to by drawing attention to another thing. But these UFO sightings are definitely some illusions, so definitely be careful. If you see one in the sky, it's probably not an alien, it's probably your government. Other than that, that's all that I have. For entertainment purposes only. It was a really weird dream, but I wanted to put this here before I forget. And I will be doing telling you guys about my dream about the alien encounter and why that was interesting. And I actually talked about this many times on my channel previously, but I never actually made a video on it along with my other dreams. I think it's time I do a series on my dreams. If you're interested, let me know in the comment section below. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.